Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters, welcome to Shake Hands Podcast. How you doing? My guest today, Jillian Worthen. She is the daughter of Josh Worthen, the sister of Hunter, and what's your brother's name? Jacob Worthen? Jacob's a military guy?
Yeah, he's in the Navy.
He's in the Navy.
Yeah.
Well, thank your brother for me for doing his job and serving America proudly. Julian is going to be our first female on the podcast. I want to thank you for coming, Julian, and being on the podcast. So let's just start in and let the people know who you are, what you're about. How old are you, or what grade are you in?
I'm 13 and I'm in 7th grade.
7th grade. 7th grade, so, not next year, the year after you're in high school.
Yeah.
Are you excited that the girls' high school has started doing female wrestling competition and kind of sanctioning it a little bit here in Iowa?
Yeah, me and my dad went down to the first high school girls' state in Waverly.
Yeah, who'd you watch down there?
Hannah Michael, Sydney Park, Tatum Park, and Chloe Clemens mostly.
Hannah's from Laport.
Yeah.
You're from Laport.
Yeah.
Your brother's in high school right now, yeah?
Yeah, he's a sophomore.
So, will he still be there when you're in high school?
For 1 year, he'll be a senior.
Nice. That'll be fun to be able to wrestle with your brother. So, you're 7th grade. How have you done yourself? When did you start wrestling?
When I was 10.
You was 10 years
So
old.
this is going to be my 3rd year.
3rd year wrestling, and you're wrestling out of Laport, and you're up here. We're at a UNI.
Yeah.
So, who's your coach up here? Give a shout out to those guys.
Chris Jacob, Joey Laser, Jake Hodges, Darren Eads, and sometimes Jacob Holschlag.
Man, you know all their names first and last. I can't even remember that. That's impressive. So how long have you been training up here?
For about a year.
About a year, all right. And so, let's see, who do you practice with up here? Are you the only girl? There are other girls up here sometimes?
There are some girls sometimes, but I'm the only girl that practices all the time, like every day.
So you practice with boys most of the time?
Yeah.
Does that bother you, or does it matter to you?
It doesn't really matter. My dad said he would rather want me to wrestle like a boy than a girl.
Yeah, okay. What about the boys? Does it bother them at all?
Yeah, it does. Sometimes I'm the last one and I won't have any partner because I'm a girl.
Yeah, that can be difficult trying to get them because they don't want to get beat up by a girl because then they feel bad maybe.
Yeah.
You know, and I personally have seen you wrestle. You're actually pretty good. So you are pretty good. What have you done have you been to state yet?
Yeah, I've been to AAU state twice.
Twice.
And this will be my 3rd year going in February.
Okay.
And I got 2nd place at both.
Wow, that's good. Who's beating you? Who's that person that's got you?
The first one was Linny Gusick, but I can beat her now. And then there's this other girl from Missouri, but I can't remember her name.
Oh, but you're going to beat her if she's there next time?
Yeah.
All right. So who else do you think is going to be a challenge for you this year besides maybe that Lenny girl? Who else do you know that's around your weight class that you might be running into? You're preparing for?
Maybe Abigail Meyer. Possibly... who is it? I think... Well, I wrestle nationally, so probably there's this girl, her name's Zuri Zamora from Texas. She usually beats me up, but I get closer to beating her every time I wrestle her.
Closing that gap, that's good. The hard work pay off like that. So you're saying you travel nationally. Where have you been? Tell me about a couple places you've gone to.
I've been to Texas twice. I went to Texas for nationals and world trials. And then I went back down for a team duel. And then I've been to Heartland, which is in Council Bluffs near Nebraska. And I'm going to Colorado at the end of September.
Nice. Man, so when you go to Texas, are you the one driving or is your parents driving you down there?
My parents actually don't take me. I ride with the team.
Oh, you go with the team. That sounds like a good time. So you don't actually do the driving, you just take a nap in the back and hang out with the ladies?
Yeah, I sleep most of the time.
So you take a girls team down there, yeah?
Yeah, girls team.
Oh man, that must be awesome. So, is your dad, your mom, your brother, who's getting you around to all this stuff, all these practices and stuff? Who's doing all that work behind the scenes to help you get where you want to be?
Well, my dad really is the most. He makes sure I do my workouts every night and I go hard in practice, and he pays for all the national stuff that I do, and he he likes getting new shoes because I work hard, and so he's usually the one who does all that stuff.
Nice. Rewarding you, there's nothing wrong with that. So what would you say, who's been some of your best partners you've had in the last couple of years that you've been around? Who's the people that you think have really helped you jump levels and get better at wrestling?
Well, she goes to Grandview now, Hannah Michael. I usually wrestled her back at Union because usually they're either kids that were good like Coy Mailer and Jace Hedman, but they would already pick partners, so I would go with Hannah, which over the past year she's become numerous national champs that she's won.
And she only started wrestling, I believe, in sophomore or junior year. She started wrestling in high school.
Yeah, her junior year.
Yeah, I'm friends with her dad, so I know that girl pretty good. Now she's down at Grandview, hoping to get down there and seeing her make the team. What's the lightest weight in college? Do you know? I think is it 100 maybe?
I think it's 100.
199, I think, like something like that. So, where do you see yourself wrestling in college? What weight? Where at? Do you want to wrestle in college?
Yeah, probably around 100 because I'm like really light now.
You're really light. Yeah, you're 7th grader. What do you weigh?
Around 75 pounds.
75 pounds. And so that means to get to 106, you're going to have to put on, what's that? My new math, 25, 31 pounds before high school?
When we were down in Texas, Jason Lloyd was talking to me about Disney duels, and I told him I probably wouldn't be able to go down until I was a freshman because I wouldn't be 95 by next year.
Oh man! So what do you eat? What do you eat to try to put on that weight since you're so small?
Really nothing. Really, I just eat like regular food.
Regular food? Gummy bears?
No.
No. Steak and potatoes?
I like potatoes.
You like potatoes. So, now you're 7th grade. Now I know a lot of junior highs kids, that's when they start maybe dabbling with weights. Are you into lifting weights yet or doing any of that stuff? Body weight stuff or Olympic lifting?
When the summer, this past summer, I went up to the high school about 3 times a week, and we would lift from 8 to 8:30, and then we usually we did it for the whole summer.
Oh, that's good. That'll help you definitely put on weight. And I noticed you got short hair. Is that so you don't sweat as much? I mean, being a girl, a lot of girls have long hair and they wear the caps. You got short hair, you won't have to wear the cap?
Yeah, it's mostly because I don't like the cap. It doesn't look very nice. I don't want to.
You don't want to wear
bad.
it. And it keeps you cool. I know my son likes to get haircuts all the time so he doesn't sweat as much. So what kind of things, walk me through a typical practice that you do in wrestling. What would be a normal practice that you do, say up here at Immortals? What did you do today? Just tell me about today's practice. What did you do?
So today we usually do footwork and tumbling. We do aerials, Arabians, backflips and stuff. And then we went into some drilling with head position drills. And then we did 2 to 3 matches of live, and then we went back to drilling.
Get you a little closer to the microphone there. So you went back to drilling? So you did some live and then some more drilling?
Yeah.
I see. So do you do anything different heading into like the state tournament or any of those big national tournaments you go to? Do you change up the way you practice or do you keep it the same? Do you do anything different?
We usually do live most days, and when I'm getting ready for state, I usually try to find the best partner that I can't take down.
Yeah, always look for that person just the step above you, catch them, and then go a step above them. I actually heard Swab talking about that today to his guys about and Max who's Thompson.
Yeah.
Wrestles up here at UNI. His brother Jack is down there at Union where you wrestle, and Max was talking about that, about getting to that next level, beating somebody. When you beat them, they're going to be chasing you, so you better beat somebody else and keep growing. What advice, now that you've been wrestling a couple years and being a girl, what advice would you have for parents of young ladies that may be interested in wrestling or thinking about it, that you would tell them if their daughter wanted to wrestle, to get them, encourage them, or to help support their daughter? What would you tell parents they should need to know about having a daughter that wrestles?
Tell them that some boys might be scared of them, which is okay. Just work as hard as you can, and it's a lot of fun since girls wrestling is now growing more. So I would let them do it because my dad didn't really care if I tried it or not. Because
Yeah.
he always he wants us to do sports, like it doesn't matter what sport. So I decided I wanted to do wrestling when I was 10, and he said, I don't care. And so we went up here, and I just loved it so much that I kept coming back.
That's awesome. Yeah, Ryan, so I was talking about that. You only got so much of your life to be a student athlete and to play sports. I mean, you got the rest of your life to work and make money and do all that. So why not have some fun and do some sports? So tell me, what would be probably one of your best matches you ever had? Tell me about one of your better matches you've ever had, or most exciting matches that you really was excited about. Is there any matches stand out at any big tournaments where you like won and you were just like, yes?
Oh, yeah, when I went down to Texas for nationals. Oh, yeah, sorry, World Trials. It was freestyle to qualify for the world team to go to Budapest, Hungary. And this girl was up 10-3, and I got her in an underhook, and she grabbed my leg, and I threw her to her back and pinned her. And then I got fifth place.
Where was that at?
Irving, Texas.
Irving, Texas.
For World Trials, yeah.
Man, would you have gone to Texas if it wasn't for wrestling?
No.
Why not? That's what I say, it allows kids opportunities to travel and meet people.
I probably wouldn't have gone anywhere if I wasn't wrestling.
You just stay home and be a girl.
Yeah, I'd probably watch TV, do nothing all day.
Nice. So you've been on some teams, I suspect, some dual teams, you
Yeah.
said? So what do you like most, or what do you prefer, or what's the difference between, say, going on a dual team, being on an all-girls team, being on a girl-boy combination team, if you've ever done that, and being at an individual tournament? What are some of the differences and some of the things that you like or don't like about each one of those?
Well, being just by yourself, it's just you focused on wrestling and only wrestling. But if you're on a dual team, you get to also connect with some new girls, and you get to also have fun while you're wrestling, and you get to go places with those new people.
So would you say you prefer duels over individuals?
Yeah,
Yeah?
because I get to meet a lot of new people. Like when I went down to Heartland, I met Katie Scoglia, and her brother Kyle Scoglia wrestles up here.
Hell yeah.
Katie's my new best friend, because otherwise I wouldn't have met Katie if I wasn't wrestling.
Very common story. A lot of people meet some of their best friends, and to this day I'm still friends with a lot of guys I met through wrestling. So absolutely wrestling, and there's a bond between wrestlers. I mean, there's something about, you can play sports and another person plays sports, and it's kind of, yeah, we talk baseball, we talk football. But when you're a wrestler and you meet another wrestler, there's something there that's different from any other sport, because you know the dedication and hard work that goes into that. So I'm sure that those friends you're making are going to be friends that will last a lifetime. Now, you've been at these big tournaments, you've been at little tournaments. Is there anything that you like to do to prepare yourself before your matches? Any routines that you like to go through?
So when the tournament's about to start, I usually do a couple takedowns and I run a little bit, but I do tumbling like here at Immortals, and then like right before my match, I listen to like 90s music to get me pumped up before my match.
Is 90s music your dad's music that you listen to in the car?
No.
Oh, okay, just check. Sometimes kids get into the music their parents play.
Well, my brother plays a lot of old music like Bon Jovi and stuff, but my uncles are really into AC/DC and stuff, so I like that.
We're up here at UNI, so there's going to be individuals walking, preparing, going in and out. So now, what's a song that really gets you fired up when you're ready to go out on the mat? Is there any song that, like, when you hear it, you're just like, yeah, I'm ready?
Probably like Back in Black by AC/DC or Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi.
Nice, both of them great songs. What about when you're at these tournaments? Obviously, you got to fuel your body throughout the day. Is there any foods or snacks that you like to eat before you wrestle, or right after weigh-ins, or maybe during the day at the tournaments?
My grandma usually makes homemade like energy balls. They're like made with wheat, peanut butter, chocolate chips, and M&Ms.
Them union guys eat a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we eat a lot of those.
My son, every time we see you guys, we sit by the union guys, because my son likes to always ask if he can have a little something.
Yeah, I also eat bananas, fruit mostly.
What do you eat right after weigh-ins? What's one thing you'd like to go eat right after weigh-ins?
Usually we just go out to eat anywhere.
Anywhere?
Yeah, like any food place. Usually I ask my dad to go to Hoo Ha because that's what I like.
Yeah, that's all you can eat. And after hell, man, I tell you what, there's some times I had to be wheeled out of there in a cart, I think. So, have you ever had to cut weight to a few pounds to make weight to wrestle?
Yeah, like definitely I had to lose like 2 pounds for a state this last February, and I'm currently going down for Colorado.
Okay, so what kind of tips would you give other kids or other young ladies that might be having to watch their weight? Some things maybe that you might have learned cutting weight or watching your weight?
Definitely like eat healthy foods like turkey, vegetables, fruit, drink a lot of water, and like either do cardio. I prefer running.
You like running?
Yeah, I like running outside.
That's pretty common. A lot of wrestlers will go out for cross country just to get in shape just to get their body conditioned and to help cut off a few pounds before the season.
Yeah, I was going to, but it interfered with wrestling up
Practices. Yes, absolutely. So do you do other sports at all?
Softball, and I might do volleyball next year.
Nice. So is there any, I know on today's world, a lot of people put stuff up on social media. Are you on any social media sites, or your parents on any social media sites that they post your stuff that people can say, hey, I know that girl, I watched her, I heard her on a podcast, that maybe they could see some pictures of you?
Yeah, on Instagram, immortal.monster. I'm also on Facebook, Jillian Worthen. My dad on Facebook, Joshua Worthen. He's also on Instagram, JCW0578.
Man, I don't even know my own labels. You know yours, your daddy's.
My mom, she on Facebook, Jamie Worthen. Hunter is Hunter Muffin Top Worthen on Instagram.
Muffin Top, love that brother. Love your brothers, man.
I mean on Facebook, and then on Instagram he's Muffin Top 120 with a little ear because he has cauliflower ear.
God, 10th grade with cauliflower ear.
Hit in both ears.
Now, is that something that you want or don't want? Is cauliflower ear?
I do not want it. No, I do not want any doctor sticking a needle in my ear.
Then let me ask you: are you wearing a headgear every time you practice?
No.
So you're kind of like, nah, I don't want it, but I'm gonna go ahead and be dangerous.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play on the dangerous side.
But
is there any? Yeah. So if you had to get cauliflower, which ear would it be?
My left.
Left ear. Is your right side your pretty side?
No.
This is my boy side, this is my pretty side. So, is there any wrestling quotes that stand out to you? I know that people like to put up quotes on a lot of stuff. Is there anything that you've heard or from a coach or maybe someone famous as a wrestling quote that kind of jumps out at you?
Dan Gable, he has a really famous one. It's once you wrestle, everything else in life is easy. I believe that because there's so much hard work and dedication in wrestling, and so it seems everything else is easier in the world than wrestling because you don't have to work that hard like at running. Like it's not that hard. All you have to do is move your legs, or like read a book. All you have to do is just read.
Yeah, and in all that stuff, no matter how hard their workout is, because I've had people say all the time, oh, you bad, but we're all just workout of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, on all of those, you can go home and eat afterwards. Wrestling, you gotta watch what you eat all the time. Even if you can eat, you still gotta eat healthy, because it all matters in. You gotta step on a scale.
Yeah. Especially in 6th grade, you can't wrestle for middle school, but you can manage and do the practices. And boys basketball is at that time that we're doing it, and when we always get a drink, they would always say, our practice is so hard, and they're not even sweating, and we're like drenched.
Yeah, it's like, here, hold this. It's there. That's so funny. Who are some of the people that you like to watch wrestle? Is there anybody that you like to watch wrestle that's fun to watch? Girl or boy?
Hannah Michael especially.
Man, she's really had an influence on you.
Yeah, she's a good wrestler. She actually, her doubles are really nice. Michaela Beck, she has amazing doubles. I love watching her. We've met like twice before, and we talk. Like I can text her because she gave me her phone number in Iowa actually, and I like watching Forrest Monolari. She's a really good wrestler. She is really nice. I've also met her. I've met all the Iowa girls. I like watching Allie Reagan. I like I loved the match when she beat Lauren Louise at Final X. And then
Lauren Louise, you liked her beating Lauren? Lauren Louise is a personal friend of mine.
oops.
We might have to go take down on that one. I really like Lauren. Helps a lot of girls out. She's really helped out your friend Hannah quite a bit.
Yeah, she does, but I like Allie winning because I know Allie more.
Yeah, I get it. I understand what you're saying. So you can only wrestle 2 to 6 hours a day, and you can go to school so many hours. What do you do? What do you like to do when you're not doing that? When you're not wrestling, when you're at home, what other hobbies or things would you like to do? Do you do?
I like drawing, and I like going over to my neighbor's house. Maya and Keegan Allsworth. We do backflips and stuff on the trampoline.
Keegan's a great kid. I hope to get him on here sometime. So, do you got a joke for me?
I don't know.
You don't know any jokes?
I
Put you on the spot. Do you know any jokes? You know anything funny?
I know some bad jokes.
Oh, don't tell me though. We don't want no. Shh. Cover the microphone.
No, like it's like one of these jokes.
Oh, jokes that aren't funny?
Yeah.
No, give me a not funny joke.
Okay. Let me think for a minute.
Let me think for a minute.
Alright, what do you call a cow with no legs?
I don't know.
Ground beef.
Ground beef. That's a knee slapper.
I tell a lot of those jokes at home.
Okay. So, 7th grade,
Yeah.
do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, today's day and age, you could like, so you're not into that yet. Good.
No.
That just weighs you down. And if you do, make sure they're a wrestler.
Yeah, my brother's a sophomore. He doesn't even have a girlfriend. He's just focusing on
I
wrestling.
say the same thing to my son, and then he goes out and finds a girlfriend. I don't know if I'm supposed to let the world know that. All right. So, how about if you could go, say you could grow, shrink, get a little older, get a little young, whatever. If you could wrestle anybody at any time in life in the world that's ever wrestled today or in the past, and you would be their same size, or they would be your size, who would you like to wrestle?
I have a feeling that Forrest and Michaela would give me a pretty hard challenge. Like Forrest Modelari and Michaela Beck. I learned my doubles from her. Like I went to the Iowa camp and we after the camp part, after practice, we'd spend a few minutes just working on doubles.
I see. What's your biggest fear? Are you afraid of the dark, afraid of heights, afraid of a person, afraid of the boogie monster? Do you have anything you're afraid of?
I'm just afraid of being afraid.
I'm afraid of taking tests. Those things scare me. If you weren't a wrestler, what other sport would you be great at?
Softball, volleyball maybe, or like maybe track, cross country.
What's the craziest thing that's gone on in that little brain of yours during a match, or right before a match, right after a match, or in the middle of a match? What's something that you thought and it's like, why was I thinking about that?
Usually, like when I'm wrestling, like right before my match, like before the whistle blows, like I look off in the distance about think just something random, and then when the whistle blows, it's like, oh, okay, why was I drifting on?
Drifting on. What is the best compliment someone has ever given you?
Cruz.
Or could give you?
Cruz, Jacob, Joey, Laser, all those coaches, they say what a great wrestler I am. Even Allie Reagan, Forrest Modelari, Michaela Beck say I'm a great wrestler.
There's nothing wrong with that, because I think you're a great wrestler. Maybe I didn't tell you, but let me tell you now, I think you're a great wrestler.
Thanks.
I can't wait to see you keep wrestling. I'm excited to see you, because my son's only a year older than you, so I'm going to get to see you a lot more. What do you tell yourself right before you shake hands, or right after you shake hands, right before you step on the mat to wrestle, when it's like, okay, that match is over with, my turn? What are you saying to yourself as you walk out there?
I'm saying just get takedowns and score as many points as possible. Focus on mainly just scoring points and getting takedowns.
All right. What you've wrestled long enough. I'm sure you've had run-ins with referee calls being bad or good. What rule would you change if you could change any rule in wrestling or add a rule? What do you think it would be?
Definitely the crossface, because I like to go with that.
You like to go with the crossface. You want more crossface?
Yeah. I actually got called at USA State. I was in the finals, and I kept cross-facing like this, and they called it. And I was like, I looked at my dad, and he's like, you can't do that. I was like, oh.
If what would you say is some of your I don't want to give away all your secrets in wrestling, but what's something either that you think you're really good at that not anybody can stop you at?
Probably my doubles.
Your doubles?
Yeah, learned them from Caleb Beck, Iowa.
So how long do you say you was wrestling now?
This is my third season.
Third season. So after about 3 years, if you could go back and you look back at yourself 3 years ago, what would you tell yourself if you knew now what you know then? What would you tell yourself that first year?
I would tell myself just to eat healthier, because sometimes I would sneak a little something, but now I don't. And I would tell myself to drink a lot of water and listen to my dad, because back then I didn't want to do any of my chin-ups or any push-ups or anything.
All right. Well, hey, I can't thank you enough, Jillian. Jillian Worthen, my first female guest on Shake Hands Podcast. Thank you, Jillian.
Thanks.
Remember, tune in to Shake Hands Podcast every Thursday. Our audio comes out. On Fridays, the video comes out. And thank you.